I've seen some absolute dumpster fires in my time. I've watched gaming companies spit in the faces of their fans. I've seen microtransactions reach levels of greed that would make a dragon blush. And I've seen next-gen consoles that were basically just glorified space heaters with a blue light on them. But this, what we are looking at right now, with this ASUS price hike, and the potential death of the PS6, this isn't just a dumpster fire. This is the entire landfill, the city's sewage system, and the corporate headquarters of every greedy tech giant on the planet, being sucked into a black hole of pure, unadulterated stupidity. Welcome to the future of gaming, boys and girls. Pull up a chair, grab some popcorn, if you can still afford it, after your electricity bill hits, and let's talk about how the AI revolution just officially bent the gaming industry over a barrel. The 800 handheld dream is dead. Let's start with ASUS, the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck killer. Remember when that came out, we were all so optimistic. Oh look, I can play Elden Ring on the toilet, with 120Hz refresh rate, technology is amazing. Well, ASUS just sent out the memo, and the memo basically says, hope you enjoyed that toilet gaming, because now it's going to cost you the price of a used 2014 Honda Civic. They're calling it a price adjustment due to component volatility. That is corporate speak for. We let GPU companies and the AI bros take all the RAM, and now we're making you pay the stupid tax to make up for it. Usually technology gets cheaper as it gets older. That's how the world is supposed to work. You wait 2 years, the price drops, and the patient gamers win. Not in 2026. In 2026, the longer you wait, the more you get punished. It's like a reverse sale. Or buy it now or we'll charge you an extra $200 next week event. And why? Because of AI. Everything is AI now. My toaster has AI. My toothbrush has AI. Because every tech company on the planet thinks they're going to build the next Skynet. They are vacuuming up the supply chain. Like a crackhead in a pharmacy, they are buying up every scrap of DRAM and NAND flash memory. Congratulations, gamers. You aren't competing with other gamers for hardware anymore. You are competing with Microsoft's 100 billion data centers. Who do you think is going to win that bidding war? It's not the guy who wants to play Hades-esco on the bus. It's the soulless corporation trying to automate your job. The PS6 is a mythical creature, and you can't afford it. But let's get to the real meat of this Kotaku report, the PlayStation 6, or as I like to call it, the console that will never exist. Rumors are circulating that Sony and Microsoft are looking at 2029 or 2030 for the next generation. Why? Because if they released a PS6 today with the specs people expect, it would cost $1,000. PS3 launch at $599, people literally rioted. PS5 Pro 700, no disk drive, no just vibes. PS6 potential 900 to 4,000 plus. Sony is terrified. They saw the backlash to the PS5 Pro. They saw people looking at a 700 console and saying, actually, I think I'll just go outside and stare at a wall for free. They know that if they drop a PS6 at $1,000, the only people buying it will be scalpers and crypto bros who haven't lost their shirts yet. So what's the solution? They're just going to wait. They're going to keep milking the PS5 for another 4 years. We're going to be in 2028 playing cross-gen titles that still have to run on the base PS5 from 2020. The current gen is going to last longer than some marriages. We are stuck in a technological stasis because the AI overlords have priced us out of our own hobby. The AI tax is actually a gamers are suckers tax. Let's be real about GPU manufacturers. These companies don't care about you. They liked your money when gaming was the only thing keeping them afloat. But now that they can sell an H100 chip to a data center for the price of a small house, they look at us like we're annoying children begging for scraps. Oh, you want a 5080? That's cute. We're busy building a sentient chatbot that can hallucinate fake legal advice. Come back when you have 3,000 and a kidney to trade. That is the reality. The gaming market is now the side gig for these companies. We are literally paying more for our GPUs so that a computer can generate a picture of a cat wearing a tuxedo. We have traded the future of interactive entertainment for AI-generated slop. The industry is cannibalizing itself. And here's the kicker, while hardware prices go up, the games aren't getting any better. We're paying $70, soon to be $80 or $90 for AAA games that launch broken, filled with battle passes, and require a 50 GB day one patch. It's a cycle of suck. Hardware is too expensive, so consoles get delayed. Consoles are delayed, so devs make games for 10-year-old hardware. Old hardware means no innovation, so people stop caring. People stop caring, so companies raise prices to make up for lost revenue. It's a snake eating its own tail, but the snake is wearing a suit and has a LinkedIn profile. The death of the value gamer. What happened to the budget build? Remember when you could build a decent PC for $600? Those days are buried under a mountain of HBM3 memory chips destined for an AI farm in Ohio. If you're a kid growing up today, how do you even get into gaming? You either play on your phone, which is a psychological casino disguised as a game, or you ask your parents for a $1,000 investment. Gaming is becoming the new golfing. Pretty soon, we'll all be wearing polos and talking about our specs, while we sip overpriced lats and complain about the yields on the Thurnham process. We've reached the point where the technology has outpaced the economy. We can build incredible things, but nobody can afford them, except the people who don't actually use them for fun. The Pro Mid-Gen scam, the experiment we failed. Let's circle back to the PS5 Pro for a second, because that was patient zero. Sony looked at the market and said people love the PS5. They'll pay $700 for a version that is marginally better, but doesn't include a disk drive. And some of you defended it. Oh, but the PSSR upscaling is revolutionary. Listen to yourselves, you're sounding like cult members. Sony was testing the waters. The PS5 Pro wasn't a product, it was a psychological experiment. And we failed. We proved that we are willing to accept diminishing returns for increasing costs now. Apply that logic to the PS6. It's going to be a very expensive, shiny brick that requires a monthly subscription just to turn on. The AI bubble and the gaming pop. The irony, the AI bubble will pop eventually. Companies will realize that spending trillions to generate shrimp-flavored soda recipes isn't a business model. But by then, the gaming industry will be decimated, supply chains will be warped, and we'll be left in a wasteland of 100 standard edition games and fuzz 200 consoles. Nobody asked for AI-generated NPCs, we just wanted stable frame rates and games that don't crash when you look at a tree. But no, we get the future. And the future is controlled by 3 companies that would sell your data to a sentient toaster if it meant their stock price went up by half a point. The handheld gold rush is over. Remember a year ago when everyone was making a handheld, Lenovo, MSI, ASUS, Valve, it was the Wild West, competition, lower prices. Well, the sheriff just rode into town and his name is inventory management. The ROG Ally price hike is the signal that the honeymoon phase of handheld gaming is over. Now comes the squeeze phase. Don't be surprised if the Steam Deck 2 is significantly more expensive. Even Lord Gabin has to look at the bill for the memory chips and realize he needs another $200 from the fans. The AAA game delusion. I have to talk about this AI thing again. Ubisoft's CEO called Skull and Bones a AI game. Look at that game, it's a mobile game from 2014 that someone accidentally put on a PS5 disc and they wanted $70 for it. Imagine 2027, Handheld 950 games, a 90 standard, 150 early access. Content, 400 hours of walking across an empty map to collect feathers. We are paying a premium to be bored. We are paying for standardized corporate entertainment product for 47. If I'm paying $1,000 for a console, the game better be so good it makes me forget my own name. But it won't be, it'll just have AI enhanced textures that make the dirt look slightly more like actual dirt. The PC master race is losing too. And don't you PC elitists start laughing, you're in the same sinking boat. The PC master race has become the PC debt-ridden race. Have you seen the price of a motherboard lately? The RTX 5090 is probably going to cost more than my first car, and people will buy it. They'll post pictures on Reddit with the caption, "It's not much, but it's mine," while their credit card interest rate hits 25%. It's a collective delusion. Why we can't have nice things? For those of you watching because you're curious about why everyone is mad, this is why. Imagine your favorite hobby is gardening. Suddenly, because AI needs dirt to store data, a shovel goes from 20 to 200, and the plants you buy are designed to die after 3 months, unless you pay a growth subscription that is gaming in 2026. So, what do? Stop rewarding greed. If the PS6 is $1,000, let it sit on the shelf. Reject the AI tax, let the AI bros have the chips. The era of the backlog, buy used Wii for $50 and play Mario Kart, play your 500 unplayed Steam games on a laptop from 2018. The only way to win is to refuse to play their game. But we won't, will we? The FOMO is real and the addiction is deep. Enjoy your ROG Ally while you can. Treat it like a family heirloom, because at this rate, it might be the last piece of hardware you can actually afford, before the AI overlords decide that silicon is too valuable to be wasted on something as frivolous as joy. Stay cynical, stay broke, and for the love of God, don't look at your bank account after the next state of play. I'm out, this industry is a joke, and we're the punchline.